Today's training is about managing finances, doing personal budgeting, as well as the products of the bank that we offer. So my basic view that I wanted to see today was that take people from the bank and take people from a normal client, which is that walks on the street, and see the different perceptions on banking product and how to do a budget, where do we all fit in, and from there to actually have a common view of how the banking world works. Morning everyone, how are you doing today? I'm very well, thank you. My name is Sianda Gongoma. I'm from a department called Nedbank at Work. So you've been called here for a training regarding personal finance, how you handle your personal finance, how you do your budget, and as well as the bank products, the normal bank products. That's what we're here to share. And most of all, I've got colleagues of mine here who are working in the bank, and I've got people who are clients who will actually understand, who come in and bring in their own understanding of the banking world. And then we also, as colleagues of Nedbank, will be bringing our own version. So in essence, I just want to find a common ground as to how do we perceive banking both internally and externally. All right, so I'm just going to put my details down here. Contact number 076-850-7876, and my email address is siandang@nedbank.co.za. So that's where you need to, if you need to contact me, you can contact me on those details. And as well, what I'd like to share again is the times and the facilities that we have here. So the program starts at 8:30, right? And then tea will be at 10 o'clock for 15 minutes. And then there'll be second session will be from 10:15 to 12 o'clock. And then lunch will be at 12 to 1. And then third session will be at 1 to 2:30. And then second tea, then 2:30 to 2:45. Finish at 4. Right. So these are the times that we have. So we're starting now at 8:30, and then we'll have tea at 10 o'clock for 15 minutes. And then from 10:15 to 12, it's our second session. Then we'll have lunch at 12, and then we'll come back at 1, third session, and then we'll have second tea, and then we finish at 4 o'clock. Are we happy? Yes. So, and then we have the facilities. Our facilities are, as you go out, there's this door, and then there's immediate left, and then straight on follow the route, and then another door to go to the ladies and gents. Ladies will be first on the right, and gents will be second on the right. And then for smokers, it's straight on this door, straight through. There will be a fountain on your left. Go through the main doors to outside where you can do what you do best in your smoke break, right? So then, for everything else that you need assistance with, if there's something that is missing, you just let me know, and then I can assist you. All right, so the ground rules. I want us all to participate on this one. Ground rules. Ground rules, can we participate? No cell phones. So cell phones off or on silent. So when we don't want to hear your music. Right, so no cell phones, second one. Participate, yes. We all need to participate. We're going to be doing Module 1, Module 2, and Module 3. I've given you Module 2 and Module 3. Module 1, there's only 2 books, so we're going to share the books, alright? But just to give you a rundown, Module 1, it's mostly about understanding, so basically how you prepare and how you do a budget. So we're going to do an actual budget, we're going to do an exercise whereby we come up with expenses, income and expenses, and then we'll do a proper budget for a client. And we'll probably come up and do some presentations. And then Module 2 is understanding credit and buying on credit. So we have credit facilities, and then we need to understand them, how they work, because most of us, we don't use the credit facilities the way we're supposed to. So in that sense, we all need to understand how they work, and then we can use them properly, and we won't find ourselves in financial distress. And applying for credit. What are your rights as a person that applies for credit? And what can you do, steps to take prior to taking credit? And lastly, managing your own banking or bank accounts. So basically, how do you manage your bank account on a daily basis or on a monthly basis, depending on how you would want to do it. And then Module 3. Module 3 will be about the types of products. Types of products that we offer in the banking world. Okay, we have a range of products that we do offer, and we'll all share that, and then we'll all have sessions where we will talk about these things. And the types of services and the cost of banking, because a lot of us think, you know what, banking is really costly, but is it the right way that we're using it or not? So we're going to share all that information. So that is the rundown on the actual training for today.
My name is Babongile. I'm a fashion designer. What I expect to learn from here is how to manage my finances better, so that sometime in the near future I can actually own my own studio.
Thank you, Babongile.
My name is Devendri. I'm a sales consultant here in Nedbank. For me, what I'd like to take away from this is the budgeting part. The truth is I don't budget. I just go out and pay whatever, and whatever's left just gets, so that's my expectation.
Hi, my name is Nopini. I'm a sales consultant for Nedbank. My expectation is to learn how to manage my finances, because I'm a shopaholic. I like to spend, and I also like to learn on how to save. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Fudo.
Tony Gosi. I'm a sales consultant as well here at Nedbank, but I'm working under PMP Metro. My expectations today is budget. I don't budget, I just spend.
Budget.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Siabunga Nyembe. I'm a sales consultant here at Nedbank. Hey, the part that I want to learn more is budgets. I don't do budgets. I just plan. So if you can just explain how to do the budget, then I will learn a lot from it. Greetings to all. I'm Jabulo. So student SDK is there. And what I'd like to come out with here is to learn how to budget and
manage my finances.
Alright. Thank you, Jabulo.
Hi everyone, my name is Dandile Navaso. I'm a consultant at NetBank. What I want here to learn is managing my finance, because I do budget, but the problem is managing my finance. That's all.
Hi, Face, so Mduduzo Stole. I'm a consultant at Gateway for African Sales Company. I like to leave this room debt free. That's what I want to take home, debt free. And yeah, I learn a lot. Budgeting, finances, stressful. Let's see.
So, let's just start with this.
How just that.
So these are movies, guys. These are movies. So he's gonna act out the title of the movie. It's gonna tell you how many words. So in terms of the number of words, separate words. So it will be 3 if it's 3, or 4 if it's 4. And then if there's conjunctions, is it the is, the as, the conjunctions, you will put the finger down. So if it's the wolf, for example, so it's 2 words, so the will be down and then wolf. Okay, so then he's going to act out the other part. So Face, good luck. No words, no words. Tell how many words are there?
It's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 words.
No, you don't talk. It's charades, you can't talk.
So,
Four
and then 4 words.
4 words.
4 words. And
No conjunctions.
Person, man,
How?
you.
now I'm trying to get so per word now.
Pyramid.
Queen, king,
Egypt.
king, sweeping king, king, broom, witch, witch, 2 words, the witch, cleaner, king, witch, cleaning, witch, witch, the first word.
Like I said, I'm from a department called NetBank at Work. So we do business at work. We come to people that they businesses, accompanied by my colleagues who are sitting here also. We do assist in terms of products and doing the budget as well as managing finances. Right, so there's something called a prosperity index. I'm sure my colleagues will know about it. We've been practicing a lot with that. But who else do we know about the prosperity index? Okay, prosperity index is an index whereby the countries of the world are ranked according to prosperity. So prosperity may cover a wide range of things, including the crime rates in the country, the economy of the country, as well as basically the progression in the country and the culture of the people in that country. So our country, South Africa, is known for credit hungry. We're a credit hungry country instead of saving. We do not have the culture of saving, we have the culture of spending. So, same here as well. So that's why we're sitting at number 75 out of 142 countries. So 75 out of 142 is a long way, because between us and number 1, there is 73 countries which are beating us. So who are doing well more than we are doing. So who would have an idea who's number 1? Ah, you know. I know who would know, but the guys that don't know, who? America. Now I'm going to give you something, just for the fun of it. But America is number 11. Who would know the rands to the dollar exchange in 2010 when we had the World Cup? No. Not you.
8 rand per dollar.
Well done. It was about 6 to 8 rands.
The problem is actually coming back and reviewing your budget and ensuring that you're spending according to your budget. Because having a budget on its own is not enough.
It's not enough. All right? I understand your point. So you do a budget.
Yeah.
No, I don't. It's
No.
in my head,
It's here.
and then it's out the window in something else.
You know my story, right? Okay, TV repair?
It's a one.
It's a want.
Yes.
And what type of expense?
Discretionary.
I heard Uza speaking about Isbaya. Don't you need Isbaya every day?
No, I can live without this buyer.
You can go to the neighbor's house and stay for the day and watch. Anyway, there's actually subtitles now, so you can actually read and get the whole story, right? And then rent. It can't. Oh yeah, it can be it's fixed, yeah. And then what? So do we need it? Want it?
Need.
We need it. And then airtime.
It's a want.
It's a want, and it's not entirely discretionary. It is a variable. It's a variable expense. Reason being, nowadays it's more of a necessity because we work. Normally, like us, we work out. All right, everybody. Now we start the group sessions. Please move over. Switch, 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 switch. Switch, switch, switch. We've got the ones on the side and that, twos on that side. Now, I want you to do something for me. I need you guys to name your group after one of the big five.
Lions.
Okay, wow. I think you need to discuss it. So you need to discuss what animal you'll be and the reasons why you feel that you are that animal. And you guys are fours, right? So think of what characteristics each individual has, so you know what type of person you are. I know that I'm an loudmouth. So maybe so you would decide, you would just say if it's something fun, whatever animal that you'd like to be, just throw your ideas. And lately I'd like to be a leopard because I saw one. So you guys can just decide which animal you'd like to be, and then I'll just tell you now what group session you're going to do. So. Decide on the name and let me know. I'm giving you 2 minutes. My 2 minutes starts now. In terms of group work, I need you guys now to tell me your names. What's your name?
No, how in the we still
2 minutes is up.
Lions.
Lions. Okay, there's the Lions. Group 1.
Elephants.
the booming elephants.
The booming elephants. Okay. So why elephants?
Because we're strong. Because we'll squash them.
You squash them.
King
Alright.
of the jungle.
The king of the jungle.
So you're gonna be the kings of the training.
Yeah.
Alright.
Nailed this.
Now, so now the Lions will do group work on module 1 book, which is this one that I'm going to give to you now. So I've got 2 of those. I'm gonna give you the books. You're gonna do page 12 to page 18 of module 1. Page 12 to 18, module 1. You will discuss on how to do a budget there. You've got some expenses and income that you need to go through. It's just you don't have to do an in-depth analysis, just do a quick income and expenses there. Same thing with group 2, which is the booming elephants. Just going to give you the book now. The booming elephants. And it's page 18 to 21. So this is a minor session, and you guys, I will give you guys 10 minutes. You can have a reader that's reading for you if you guys are happy to do that, or you guys can just read it quick, and then have someone writing and someone showing. I'm giving you guys 10 minutes, and then we break for tea. No, color lamp, 1.3, yes. Yours is 1.3, Nina, you guys, you end where 1.3 starts. So,
12 to 18.
So you end here. Okay, and then 1.3 then we start. But just you guys go through the thing, and this just tells you a story about this lady, Elsie and Naledi. So if you guys want to read the background as well, you can just go through to the page 12 and read the story about Naledi and who? Elsie. Yes. So then you have an understanding, then you can do the exercise.
What we can do?
Guys, are you done with your discussions?
Yes.
Yes, alright, so let's break for tea, and then we'll come back and do the presentations. Enjoy tea, guys.
Thank you.
As long as yeah, I put jam. And then there's cheese as well.
Noma uvela ngithi wena prepare ayikho inkinga.
No, I can give it because
So prepare lunch during tea.
guys, now we're gonna do presentation. The elephants will start with their presentation, and then we'll have the lions do their presentation. So, Babongile. Right.
I need to go down Elsie's list of expenses and clarify to her whether it's a need and a want. And if it's a want, why is it a want? Because it's being a need. So the first one was rent. Rent is a need because obviously you need to stay somewhere. Cell phone, airtime cost, that's a need. That's a want. The reason it's a want, you can survive without it. You don't have to have it. And then we've got food. Food is a need. You need that to actually survive. Entertainment, no, that's definitely a want. It's something that you would like to do, but it's not really something that you have to have. Branded clothing, that's a want. If it was just clothing, it would be a need. But now, if you need kavela, like really. Eating out, it's definitely a want. You can cook at home. Transport, it's a need. Water, electricity is a need. Burial policy, we definitely need somebody to bury her because it seems like currently her dads are burying her. Medical aid is a need. Edgar's and Woolworths accounts, that's a want. She does not need to shop at Edgar's and Woolworths, she should go to Gem. Hair salon and manicures, there's definitely a want. She should just get a chiscop, it's cheaper, and she could just bite her nails. Loan sharks. The reason this is an item is because she's spending more than she's earning. So that's definitely a want, it's not a need. She should actually keep better tabs on what she spends, so she doesn't need to go to loans. Loan sharks. Savings is definitely a need. She needs to be doing more of that. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Lifestyle. She actually, it says that she spends about 4,475, which is about 1,475 more than what she earns. So we need to reduce that, and we cut down her a lot of things. We cut down her food expenditure, which is a variable. We reduced that from 750 to 500. Quite a few things probably she didn't need in her groceries. And then the cell phone expenditure that she had was 575, reduced to about 300 as well. And then there's some more variables. Fixed expenses are rent and savings, 150 policy and that. And then discretionary, which is clothing, her one before now was about 500. What's that? It was 450, reduced to 200, what she needs the most. And we rounded it off to 3,000 according to her income, compared to 4,475 rand, what she usually goes home with or does. Bye.
Bye now.
I thought you guys you deliberated for how long?
But we needed to understand that and break it
What to
down.
cut down? It's very hard to cut down stuff.
What was
So,
important and what wasn't.
Well
That just
done,
took time.
well done. Thank you very much. So now we understand how a normal person goes through the budget. So that's exactly what happens with us also. So we all have to go through certain things in terms of our budget. And then we say buying on credit. Buying on credit, it's important for us to understand what credit is and how credit works. So in the country, like I said, people are hungry for credit. So there's 23.11 million people that are credit active, and then 10.4 that are in impaired credit records. Impaired credit records means you are in debt, you are default judgments, all those traces, all those negative listings because you're not able to pay your debts. But how many did we say people are permanently employed in South Africa?
12 million.
12 million, but look at how many people that are credit active. 23 point?
Almost double.
Yes, so which means South Africans are credit hungry. So we're always looking for credit, hence we are sitting at that position. So we don't want to be part of the stats, we don't want to be the part of that 10.4 because those people sitting in the 10.4 stats are sitting in that position. We're going to do Module 2. We all have Module 2 books. So I'm going to ask the two groups to do the group 1. Group 1 is the Alliance. Alliance need to do credit facilities. And then group 2 will do credit transactions. So if you go through your manuals, you will go to page, I'll tell you now. We go to page 14. Page 14, we need group 1 to do credit card, credit facilities, overdraft facility, store retail accounts, as well as accounts, clothing accounts, furniture accounts. And then group 2 will do personal loans, hire purchase, and micro lenders. Alright, so I need you guys to define them, discuss them. So in other words, you'll say credit card, what is a credit card, features of a credit card, overdraft, what is an overdraft, what are the features of the overdraft, and then store accounts, credit and retail cards, what are the features and how do you benefit, and then as well as accounts, clothing, furniture, etc. Then you do that, that's group 1. Group 2 will do personal loans, hire purchase, and as well as micro lenders. So I give you 10 minutes for this. Thank you very much, guys. Now we need to present. Okay, so we'll let the elephants present first, and then again the lions will come second. So, elephants.
They're hopping.
Okay, guys, I'm here to. Okay, I'm here to present credit card, overdraft, stock cards, and finisher account. So first, I will start with credit card. Credit card, it's 55 days interest-free, which means you don't pay interest if you pay before this 55 days. And then you also pay only 5% of what you are owing. So it's a very good facility to use. And also, you can use it anywhere, and you can also withdraw cash from ATM. And then overdraft. You can use it for emergency. It's cheaper, interest-free. It's the cheapest one, this one. And then you can use it for emergency also. And the stock card. You can use it only on that store. You cannot use it anywhere. So it's not. I don't think it's a good one because you can only use it on one store.
For the personal loan, what you can be able to do, you can consolidate, and if you're a Nedbank employee, you can also get a staff rate, which is your interest is going to be cheaper. And then for personal loan, you can also buy assets. And then for hire purchase, you can buy assets for like office equipment, and then also ledger boards. And then micro lending is for your micro loans, those 1 month loans like Habo Market Fin, and those 1 month short-term loans. Yep, that's that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And let's hope you don't go for Mashonisa loans. Credit cards are good type of credit. Okay, it's not bad, and it's how we use them that makes them bad. So we're not bad people either. We are good people, but it's the way we use the credit card. So the credit card basically versus a person who's got a store account. What then happens? Store account, Woolworths, Schweppes, Edgar's. If you owe all three, how many installments you gonna pay?
3.
How many interest rates are you paying?
3.
And with your Woolworths account, can you draw cash?
No.
Can you swipe at the garage when you're running out of petrol?
No.
Can you swipe at Pick and Pay if you need groceries? And only Woolies, right? But versus a person with a credit card, they can swipe at Woolworths, Truworths, Edgar's, at the Pick and Pay, at the garage, as well as draw cash. And on top of that, we've got and at the fashion design store. And with the credit card also, you've got 55 days to pay off your debt, and we will not charge you any interest. A person who's savvy with their credit card, what they do is they use it for groceries and shopping. Petrol. Personal loans. Personal loans can assist you, like Mfundo said, it can be done to consolidate all your debts. So which means if you've got so many debts everywhere, then what you can do is you can request for a settlement from your creditors and request the bank to settle that for you. And if there is change, then you can get that as cash. And assets, you can buy assets with your personal loans. Should you not want to buy through home loan, vehicle finance, you do have an option of buying through a personal loan. Especially for older vehicles, if it's more than 8 years in the bank, you cannot buy it with your vehicle finance option. And then also with the personal loans, they're not always that bad, but the only problem is when we take a lot of micro loans, where we take 1,000 here, 1,000 there, every month we're paying a lot of interest. We're paying it from different creditors, so it's not a good thing. Hire purchase, to be honest with you, it's not my favorite one. Hire purchase to buy assets, it would be more preferably if you've got a business, like you would have a business, so you would buy those assets that you basically need in the business that will make you more money. Access bond is a combination of both. Why we say access bond is a combination of both? Who would have an idea?
combination of credit guarantee and credit transactions?
No, a combination of both would mean that as a credit facility and also your way of saving money or your way of putting away money. Because a bond is a debt. So your home loan is your debt. But if you put in extra into your home loan, you do get access to that money. So hence the excess bond. That's why we say it's a bit of both, because you can manage it by getting more money injected into the bond account, and when you need the money, you can always draw from it also. Right, so are we happy with the credit transactions and credit agreements? We have 4 distinctive rights as consumers. We have a right to apply for credit. Not apply to when they arrest you. You have a right to remain silent. So it's you have a right to apply for credit. You have a right to reasons why credit has been refused. As per the National Credit Act, we are obliged as the banks to give you, or any other financial institution, they need to give you reasons why your loan was declined, and as well as the right to information in simple and plain language, understandable language. And lastly, you need to be treated confidentially. It's important to analyze your account, reason being there may be transactions going off your account that you are not aware of, and you may actually be able to request for them to be reversed, and we have only an option to reverse transactions up to 40 days, going back to 40 days. Anything above 40 days, the bank will not be able to assist. I would like us to take lunch, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do module 3.
Alright.
Thank you. As long as yeah, I put jam. And then there's cheese as well.
Noma uvela ngithi wena uprepare ayikho inkinga.
No, I think because
So prepare lunch during tea.
Thank you, Alex. This is my last slide. So some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen. So let's go out there and make personal finances management happen, budgeting happen, and as well as what was our last? Debt-free. Walk out here debt-free. That was our last expectations. And thank you very much for coming. And I hope you did get something out of the training, and you're going to exercise it.
Thank you.
Right, and then you do the...
Oh, the training was very exciting, quite excellent. Learned a lot today. For example, we learned about the prosperity index. It was first thing, it was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know what this was. But besides that, we learned about the different credit facilities and also how to use it to actually benefit us so we can avoid a lot of financial costs. Thanks.
What's going on?
Okay, today's training was very informative. I learned on how to budget and to save and to be debt-free. And the coach was very active and very knowledgeable. Thank you. Bye.
Today we did 3 different modules, which is module 1, managing personal finance and planning and doing a budget. And then module 2, we did managing of credit, applying for credit, and as well module 3, where we did the actual products and services that the bank offers. So in actual fact, the whole module system, it was just to see how people will react into the different types of modules personally.